Welcome back, Daves. Welcome back, Daves, to another episode of the Rip the Mic Show with your host that does the most, Sunshine. And today our special guest is Mario Payne. How are you doing?
Sunshine. It's sunny in Atlanta today.
It is. It's kind of getting hot, ain't it?
Yeah, it's crazy. Like, I was in Philadelphia a few days ago. I hopped out the plane. I was like, what am I doing with my life? It's so cold. So I'm happy to be back in the South.
Oh, okay. So it's cold over there right now?
It was cold. Yeah, I was there speaking at an event, but it was super cold, though.
You're always everywhere.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm blessed. I'm under the people.
Yeah,
so.
That's good. That's good. So for our audience and your fan base, can you let them know a little bit of who you are and what you do?
Yeah. So I'm your favorite certified financial planner. So we help people increase their net worth, decrease their tax liability. Mm-hmm. As easy as it is, you guys, we help you make passive profits where you make money in your sleep, not on your feet.
Mm-hmm. And tell them your Instagram just before.
Yeah. Instagram is at Painful Profits. So at Payne, PAYNEFUL Profits, which is profits, because our profits can be painful, but we're still making money.
Right. Okay, so let's start off on where you're originally from.
Yeah. So born and raised in Cincinnati, Ohio.
Oh, wow, okay. I have family out there.
In Cincinnati? Mm-hmm. Okay, cool, yeah. So born and raised in Cincinnati, Ohio. I went to school in Nashville at Tennessee State, the greatest HBCU of all. Okay. So I did that when I was in college. I was in the military.
Okay. Were you?
Yeah.
What branch?
Army.
Okay.
Yeah, Army,
Hoorah.
Yeah, hoorah, yeah. But hey, I was a certified paper pusher.
I love the honesty.
Yeah. So even when the war started in 2003, we had to go overseas. I didn't go to Iraq. I went to Kuwait, and I was pushing papers. And it's crazy because like everything happens for a reason. So when I was over there, I sprained my ankle playing basketball, and they end up doing a CAT scan because reservists they usually don't do CAT scans on you. But since we're actively in war, like they did a CAT scan, they found a blood clot. So they found a blood clot. They said if they didn't remove it within 72 hours, I would have died. And I didn't feel it just going through my body. You know, I'm still strong now, but I'm just, old strong man. Yeah. You're a strong young man. So I would have died. So like I always said, like the Lord put me here for a reason. Because without a sprained ankle and a CAT scan, I would have died in my sleep.
Definitely thank God that you're here because now you get to share some, gems for everybody.
For sure.
So what was life like growing up in Cincinnati before we get into the real estate and stuff?
Yeah, I mean, it was cool. I had my mom, my stepdad, amazing parents. So it was cool. I have no complaints. And I think another cool thing about like my family dynamics, I kind of like saw both sides of the fence per se. Okay. Like, like both sides of the train tracks, people say, right? So like, so on my biological father's side, it was a lot more, criminals on that side of town and people who did the wrong thing. So I got expelled in 9th grade. So like I got kicked out of school.
Doing what?
Instigating. I wasn't doing anything crazy, just instigating fights. Saying, oh, he said this and he said that. People fighting. It was just crazy. Yeah. So I was instigating fights, because I'm definitely was like a class clown. Definitely like just
definitely me too.
Yeah, big personality, and I was using it like the wrong way. So when I got kicked out of school, I kind of had to make a decision after 9th grade very quickly. Like, okay, like do I want to continue a class clown and just be a goofball, or do I really want to use kind of like this personality in a good way? So like my 10th, 11th, 12th grade year, I got basically straight A's, but because I got kicked out of school, my GPA was a 1.8. So horrible. So like I had to beg, please, college, just let me give you your money. Let me come to you for college.
I'll pay you.
Yeah. So but I ended up like I said, being accepted at Tennessee State. I applied for like 110 different colleges. I'm what you said,
Okay.
So but Cincinnati was cool though.
Okay. So what was college like for you?
Oh, college was fun.
For everybody, I think.
For everybody, best time in my life from a responsibility standpoint. I met my girlfriend, fiance, wife. I mean, same person, but I met her.
I know that's right.
Yeah. So I met her at school, so that was a blessing. But no, it was great, man. I got lifelong friends. I grew up. I came in a boy. I got out a man. It kind of gave me sense of pride going to a HBCU, historically Black College University. Kind of gives you pride.
Shout out to you.
Yeah. So it definitely gives you pride as African American, just around like-minded people. Yeah. Like going to school, like where I went to mostly Caucasian high school. Like you just like you see stuff on TV, and it's just like your whole thought process about successful Black people, which is different.
Yeah.
But when you're around like-minded people that's trying to grow like you are, to try to figure like you are, you can't put a price on that. So those like the best from like a no responsibility standpoint. Best years of my life.
Oh, I love that. I love to hear it. And I want to commend you too, because, even though you were a class clown, you're such a gentleman, and look at where you at now. You know what I mean?
For sure.
So what was it that shaped the decision on real estate and, providing so much for the community?
Oh, yeah. So definitely have properties. I mean, from the wealth standpoint, though, we definitely build our wealth through our investment firm. And with our investment firm, we definitely have clients invest in real estate. We have clients invest in stocks. I think what sets me apart from most, I'm a certified financial planner.
Okay.
What sets most people apart is that most financial advisors, they only talk about the stock market. They only put you in the stock market because that's how they make money. Right. So if I'm managing your money, I'm managing your assets that you have, I'm managing your stocks, because that's how I can bill you. But with us, because we employ tax strategies and we have ways to kind of help people grow and scale their finances, then if you have real estate, we help you buy more pieces of property. We find ways to do that through either your 401k or do a loan against your investment portfolio. So we want people to do real estate because from a tax standpoint, real estate allows you to buy something and have it basically a total tax deduction. Stocks don't let you do that.
Right.
And number two, when you buy a stock, you have to use your money. So let's say I want to buy $100,000 of Apple stock. Right. I got to put all $100,000 in that stock.
Right.
But if I want to buy a $100,000 property, worst case, I have to only put down $20,000 of my money in that property. So let me ask you a question, Sunshine. If you had the choice to buy $100,000 of stocks or $100,000 of property, would you use $100,000 to do that or $20,000 to do that?
Logically, 20.
Yes, right? And that's what you're supposed to.
Right.
So real estate gives you the opportunity. And then take it a step further with real estate, you can also do what you call credit card stacking, which we have, our clients do as well, where I, take 0% interest credit cards. They're usually for 12 or 18 months. And I basically take the money off that card as my down payment. So again, if I buy a $100,000 property, $80,000 is done with the bank with the mortgage. The other $20,000 is not out of my pocket. It's with the credit cards. I literally buy a piece of property with none of my money.
Wow.
Yeah. So we implore our clients. We teach our clients how to do that. We make sure we structure things business-wise so that when they do that, they get all the tax advantages they could possibly get on God's green earth.
Oh, wow. That is really intriguing.
Yeah.
Okay. So does dividends and trust also play a part in that as well?
Oh, yeah. It's a whole strategy. So we kind of, it's my coin. So if y'all try to take it, I'm suing y'all.
Don't take it. But very serious.
But I call it the buy, borrow, bypass strategy. Right? So like, we buy property, right? We buy property. So when we buy it, of course, instead of selling it if you need the money, right, we borrow against it. Right?
Yeah, I was learning that.
Yeah, because when you borrow against it, you don't pay any taxes. Also, with the cash flow that's coming in, so if I have rental income, the money that's coming in, I use that money to buy stocks. Right. So we tell people, like, if it's hey, should I invest in real estate or in stocks first, because of the tax advantages and because of you needing less money to buy more things, let's first buy the real estate. And then with the money that comes in on a month-to-month basis, we use that to buy the stocks. And if I need money, I can always borrow against either my real estate or, what people don't know, you can actually borrow against your investment portfolio, right? So if I have a stock portfolio, I can borrow against that. So instead of selling that investment, I could just take the money out, have the investment still growing, and from a structure standpoint, the interest that they charge you, we get to write off from your taxes because we structure your business properly.
And see, a lot of people don't even know about that gem right there. Dropping gems. Okay, so let's hop.
And I just want to make sure, because that's your question. That was the borrow, and then, like you said, trust. So that's bypass. So if you do a revocable trust, if you have less than $30 million and you're married, you get to pass down all that with you through your trust. and it's tax free to your children. And if you're single with $15 million or less, you get to pass down all that tax free to, you know, whoever as well. So literally, yes, we have everybody do trust. And then from a getting money standpoint, we want you to borrow against your assets, not sell them.
So what motivated you into actually tapping more into that industry in that field?
Yeah.
Did you go through anything that made you?
Yeah. So like growing up, I wanted to be a doctor because
I did too.
Yeah, because when I saw like prescriptions and I saw like the scribble scrabble and my handwriting scribble scrabble, I said, okay, cool. Well, they scribble scrabble, I scribble scrabble, I'm good. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah. But then like as I got through high school and did biology, you know, my grades weren't the best, and like I don't like blood and guts. You know, I was gonna squeamish.
You have to get inside the body.
Yeah. I won't do none of that stuff. So so for that reason, I'm like, well, I'm gonna do something else. So I went to college as finances, and so my first job as a basic financial analyst for a company called General Electric, I basically saved them $4.6 million in my first 6 months, and I'm thinking I'm gonna get a party, some type of promotion. Sunshine, you tell me what I got, because I don't know if you probably heard the story. If I saved the company $4.6 million as a CEO of a company, what should you have given me?
Me, what I would done is put you at the same table with me. Because you saved me that much amount of money. But I can only assume that wasn't the case.
Heck no, not even close. The same table, they put me the bottom floor. No. So they gave me a pizza party. So literally no promotion. No raise. They literally gave me a Friday pizza party, and I don't even like pizza. So right then and there, it was like, you know what, corporate America is not for me, but I want to do finances because I have this ability to figure out companies, figure out how much they make, right? So how can I do this, but maybe help people and not corporations? And that's why I was like, you know what, I want to be a financial advisor.
It's unfortunate that you went through that situation, but it's really fortunate at the same time, because not only are you blessing yourself and other companies and businesses, but that's a lot of families that you're helping.
So, of course. Now, so like experience is always your biggest lesson, right? So like if I go to school and I pick up a book I'm reading it, but it's just in one ear, not the other. But experience, going through something, going through the trials and tribulations of success or failure, finding out how you will feel on the other end of that failure or success, finding out how other people react to how you feel or success, because people be people. Like those experiences, you can't put a price on. So it was a great experience for me, and that experience got me to where I am today. Yeah,
for sure. So for you, what would be a piece of advice for, let's hypothetically say me, right? If I wanted to venture off in the field that you're in and make more money, what would be your piece of advice for me?
Oh, so this is great because I do coaching and mentoring for insurance agents and financial advisors.
Okay, perfect.
So when I started in 2007, it is totally different from 2026.
Okay.
So the advice I'm going to give is not what Mario Payne did in 2007.
Okay.
It's what you should do or what Mario Payne would do today. Right. So back then, like, the whole model was you invest a client's money, they grow and they pay you for it, right? The reason why is because technology was not where it was in 2007, 8, 9, 10, 2015, where it was. You had the baby boomers or individuals that might be in their 50s or 60s. When they got money, their first thought process is, I want to have enough money so I can give it to a financial advisor and have he or she help me manage my money, right? That total thought process is not here anymore because of phones, because of access to information, to education, to the internet gurus that sometimes be telling the truth and sometimes be lying. Stop the cap. So because of that, most people don't want to hire a financial advisor. They want to do it themselves, and they want, instead of done for you service where I'm doing things for you, they want it done with you where I'm coaching you, but you're the one doing everything.
No, I need a coach.
So I would tell a financial advisor today, get your license because you want to be edified, you want to have that authority, so you're not just talking to be talking. And from a client standpoint, you know, you got something to lose because you ain't just making up stuff. But I would concentrate on building a community, right? So doing things like webinars on a weekly basis, running Facebook ads, starting up a school community, right? Going live on Instagram 2 or 3 days out the week, and basically kind of growing your community, showing that, hey, these are the stocks you should buy and why, and grow the community. A few reasons, because again, number one, it's done with them, right? So that's number one, and so people like that. Number two, you're building like, know, and trust, right? And number three, which is the most important, you are seen as a subject expert matter to the world, not to just your clients in your office, right? So for those three reasons, I would say a person needs to build a community and then start to kind of help people that way compared to starting to practice and kind of chase assets here or there.
Yeah, it kind of goes in, and it's a saying here in America. What is it? It takes a village to raise a kid, right?
Yes.
So, I mean, technically it's the same thing with adults because they're kind of like kids.
Oh, yeah. My clients, I love y'all. I love y'all. But they're some big kids. Yeah.
But it's just because they really trust your word, though.
Yeah.
So what is, what's the word I want to use? What's a stipulation that people put on financial advisors that they get completely wrong, though?
Oh, great question. They get me wrong. They won't know what the hell we're doing when the market goes down. So now they love us when the market goes up, but nobody knows but God the future.
Right.
So financial advisors, they're doing whatever they can to make you money. But if the market goes down, the market goes down. And because past performance doesn't guarantee future results, it might be investments today that are right now very good, but a year from now they might tank. It's not the financial advisor's fault, right? Like we get paid more money when you make more money, right? So if I got $100,000, now my money grows to $200,000, I get a raise because I do better when they do better. So financial advisors want to see you win. They want to see you make the most money as possible. But if the market goes down, it's not their fault. Now, I think a lot of times people, I'm not going to say they blame financial advisors, but but it's like if something happens negatively, I have to blame somebody. Right. And it goes back to the financial advisor.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
And that's why I said earlier, a new financial advisor from a coaching standpoint, having that community, because you can recommend things, but they're the ones investing. So it's kind of hard to blame yourself, right? But people do, and people don't, right? But since you do have the ability to help people and give advice, but not minister money, then if the market does go down, you might not get that backlash. So
this year, with the war and things of that nature, has that impacted the market in any chance or any way?
Oh, yes, indeed. And
elaborate.
Yeah. So a couple things. Number one, history has a strange way of repeating itself.
Yes.
Right?
I concur.
And so they say, oh, this is different. The gas prices is going up like crazy. This is different. It's all the same. It's all the same. So from an investment standpoint, we look at that. Historically speaking, 1 month after an invasion, if we invade a country or bomb a country, the market goes down. So the market being down since the war, it's history. It's not something different. Now it feels different because we're in it. So when you're in a storm, it's the storm. But when you are out of the storm, you're looking at it, you say, okay, it's a storm. Like you view it different when you're in something compared to when you're looking at something from afar, right? So the market's down right now, and historically, after, like I said, a month, it happens. Right. But what happens is that historically, 3 months after an invasion, the market gets back to where it was. Let's say a person has $100,000 in the market, or like an index fund. That $100,000 might go down to $97,000, but 3 months later, it's back to $100,000. So over a 3 month time period, you quote unquote made your money back if you didn't sell anything. Okay. But the kicker is 12 months after. Okay. So if we invaded them February 1st of 2026, February 1st of 2027, historically, the market did not only do good, but it actually did better than average. So if a person, on average, the market makes 9%. So I went from 100,000 to 109,000. It goes from 100,000 to 114,000. So it's a $5,000 difference. And the reason why is because we are America, the greatest country, the biggest military, so we win wars. So us as a country, we feel good, we're more happier because I'm happy. So when you're more happier, what do? you spend more money. And when you spend more money, the company goes up. And when the company goes up, the stock goes up. So that's one reason. Then the second reason why is because when we're at war, the government stimulates the economy. The government is paying government contractors more. They just did like a $300 billion spending bill to help like drone companies. So now those drone companies, their stock is going to go up, right? So because the government is stimulating the economy, the stock market goes up as well. So it's unfortunate what's happening, and I don't agree with the war. I mean, we bombing a school of children. Like, who does that? So that's crazy. But from a stock market standpoint, if history repeats itself and it has a strange way of doing, then this time next year, the market's actually going to be higher than what it normally is because of the war.
Okay. So with financial advising, tell me of a time, not so much of a triumphal time, but one where it was a situation where you actually learned something from. Oh, you always learning. Oh, yeah. Yeah. And the reason why is because everybody is different. And that's what I said, like, the more clients a person has, the more clients that they're going to be able to help along the way. Like I've served over 2,000 clients in my 18 years of doing this. I know that's right. Like, if I had 20 clients, I would not know how people react in different situations, how people react when the market's up, when the market's down, how people react if they lose money, if they lose their job. Okay, I learned with 20 people. Now if I have 200 people, that's 200 life lessons. That's 200 conversations. That's 200, hey, my wife wants to take out money. I don't want to. How do I navigate that? Right. So I'm talking to the husband and a wife, like, I don't want to play sides, right? So that's on 200 experiences. Now with over 2,000 experiences over 18 years, having conversations, talking to people is a lot more easier for me to kind of navigate their personal situations or their professional situations, or if they got laid off. So it's like so much more I learned. So as time goes on, as I bring in more clients, those experiences, you can't put a price on. So tell me, if me being an entrepreneur, right, and I come to you and I say, hey, Mario, I really want to get into business and buying more real estate. Yeah. I have about, let's hypothetically say, 15,000. Where should I start? Great Guide question. Me into that blueprint. Yeah. So a person has $15,000. Now, is this, I just want to make sure I'm clear, because we can go two different ways and I can explain both. Is this a W-2 employee or is this a business owner? Owner. Okay, so a business owner, right? So a business owner, I would actually say with that $15,000, we need to take $5,000 and do coaching and mentorship. Okay. The reason why is because a coach is going to get you from A to Z a lot quicker. Okay. Right. I use an analogy all the time. It is 3 ways I can get to a destination. Okay. I can be on a bike. Okay. I can get in the car. Okay. Or I can fly. Okay. What do you think is going to get you the quickest there? Depending on the destination. Yeah. Flying. Always flying, right? Yeah. So a person on a bike is a person that is doing it themselves, YouTube University. Okay. Right. I'm on my bike. But what happens? I'll fall off. I bump my head. Yeah. I got nobody to vent to. And then so just like a child, if I fall off my bike, with training wheels or no training wheels, it might take me longer to do it again. So now time is money, and I'm losing money because I'm spending time thinking about, should I get back on that bike again? Okay. Right. The second way is getting to a car. A car is like going to webinars or going to conferences, okay, right? Because you're around like-minded people, right? But you really don't know anybody there, right? And you have a person speaking to you, which is like your GPS, but they're speaking to everybody. So they're kind of guiding everybody. So of course you might get to a car crash, might be an event to a few people. You're going to get there quicker compared to a bike, but it's not the best journey. Right. The best journey is on a plane, and that's mentorship, because that mentor, he or she, is going to be your pilot. They're going to be guiding you. But more importantly, everybody on the plane paid a premium ticket. Okay. So everybody on the plane, just like if a plane goes down, they're going to do whatever they can to save everybody after they save themselves. So everybody in mentorship, they're trying to grow, but they're trying to partner with you to grow as well, so everybody wins. I love that. Yeah. So that's why I say that first $5,000 should go towards coaching and mentorship. Okay. The next $10,000 shouldn't be invested at all. Okay. That should be invested in your business by doing Facebook ads. Facebook ads is the meta
Y'all like that, right? Meta, Facebook. I'm a comedian, y'all. I'm a comedian. But Facebook is the meta, and Facebook ads is the meta when it comes to scaling your business, right? As a business owner, if I have a service or a product, it is easier for me to 3, 4, 5, 6x my business compared to investing in a stock. If I invest in a stock, if I make 100% on average, it takes 8 years. If I can 1x my business in 1 year, or invest in a stock that's gonna 100 times or 1x in 8 years, I'd rather do it in my business, right?
Why?
Well, let me ask you a question, Sunshine. If you got $10,000 and theoretically speaking, it goes from 10,000 to 20,000, do you want it to happen in 1 year or happen in 8 years?
1.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was just asking for y'all.
Yeah. So I would use that because your money's going to grow, and running ads, and then also from a tax deduction, right? With that 15,000 is all tax deductible. When I do mentorship, when I do education for my business, that's a tax deduction. When I invest in Facebook ads for my business, that's a tax deduction.
Okay.
So if that quote unquote fails, it's a $15,000 tax deduction compared to if I invest in a stock per se and that stock goes down, I only get to reduce my taxes by $3,000 a year.
Okay.
So if both fail, I get a $15,000 tax deduction in 1 year compared to my stocks. If it fails, then it takes me 5 years to get that $15,000 back. So that's why I never tell a person, especially a business person with $10, $15, even $20,000 invest in stocks or real estate. Let's do the mentor and coaching and let's scale that business. And with the money that I'm getting now, that's what I use to buy stocks and real estate and start to grow my wealth.
And before we end, I want to talk more about, because you said something about you having a foundation, correct?
Yeah.
Let's speak more about that.
Yeah. So we just like to empower people. So we have a foundation where we do like financial literacy. So it allows me to speak to like different schools and things of that nature and just kind of give value.
What motivated you to want to do that, honestly? Because that's actually really, we need that in our community. So I commend you for real.
No, it's just financial literacy is huge, right?
It is, and not a lot of people is knowledgeable on that.
Yeah. And to the point, not even knowledgeable, but like the execution piece. And like we concentrate on the execution piece because, again, we watch social media.
Yes.
We watch YouTube. It's so many gurus that's telling you plays and telling you hacks. And it's just like, oh my gosh. And some works and some does not work.
Right.
But what gets you from point A to point B and from mentorship from point A to point Z, that's why we love mentorship, is the execution. So like I like to try to focus on here's the information, but how can we execute, right? So we talked about today, I didn't just talk about like buying a house, blah, blah, blah. I gave you the step-by-step on how to execute, right? Because all the information in the world is great, but if we don't execute, it's just information in one ear
waste, and
not the other.
And that's time you can't get back.
Can't get back. Can't get back.
So for those that want to be a part of your foundation, how can they go about doing that?
Well, that's a great question. So like our foundation, like I just as a business invest in it, right? So like I want people to actually invest in themselves. So if they want to invest in, I would say invest in themselves first off. If they want to give money to a charity because of the Christian in me, because my firm is called Tolerance Financial, it means tithe, offer, alms, means stewardship. So if I'm better steward of your money, then preferably you better to tithe more, offer more, alms, which is giving glory to God, means stewardship. I'd rather a person, if they don't invest in themselves, invest in the church.
And why do you feel that's important for you, for the audience that might be inquiring? Because
the Lord woke us up this morning. I mean, like I said, if I didn't have that sprained ankle, I didn't want to go overseas to war. I didn't agree with the war. I thought we should have went to Afghanistan and found Bin Laden, not Saddam Hussein, because he ain't had nothing to do with 9/11. So I didn't agree with it. So it was somewhere I didn't want to be. They pulled me out of school. So I was just upset. I was depressed. And like because that sprained ankle and the CAT scan, it gave me like a second thought of like, okay, life be lifing, but then how can we make things in a positive way?
Right.
And it is all because of God. So like because of what we got going on, like we just kind of put money in our foundation. We kind of just do what we do. If a person wants to invest in something outside, either invest in yourself through coaching and mentorship or invest in a local church.
All right. And then tell them exactly where they can follow you at again.
Yeah. So on all platforms, YouTube, TikTok. I ain't doing no dancing on TikTok, y'all. I ain't doing no dancing. I'm giving y'all education and entertainment, but I ain't dancing. So TikTok, YouTube, and Instagram, Painful Profits, PAYNEFUL Profits, because our profits can be painful, but we're still making money.
Y'all heard it here first on the Rip the Mic show with your girl Sunshine. We out.